What is going on, guys? It is ChosenTCG here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a TG Stun deck for the March 2013 ban list. Very popular deck back then, although TG Striker is still limited, so make sure you don't cheat in real life and play 3 copies, because it is a really good card, and it's a tuner too, so don't forget about that. And make sure you go check out the full deck list down below in the description if you haven't already done so. If you want, leave a comment below and thumbs this video up, and remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. So let's kind of get started with this deck. This deck is, I guess, like I said, popular before. I guess now people still play it just because you can run skill drain really well in this deck. But I guess let's just kind of go on with the deck list so far. So T.G Rush Rhino, you got the Werewolf and the Striker, and then you got triple Barbaros, triple Saber-Tooth Tiger, one Rai-Oh, and one Reaper. And I think I forgot who I got this idea from, but Rai-Oh definitely is a great card because at first I thought, okay, well, if I play Rai-Oh, I'm gonna stop the searching with the TG cards in general. But then I tested this card out in a couple of duels, and it was actually pretty good. People don't see it coming because you play TGs and you surprise them with the Thunder King. They're like, "Why are you playing that?" So definitely a great card overall. Let's see. So spells, Duality, the triple. What's it called? The heavy storm, Dark Hole Monster Reborn. I got the one creature swap, really good in this deck. I think it's, I guess, a tech card because, well, I guess TGIEMT. I don't even know how to pronounce this card. It's kind of like, this card is kind of like a creature swap too. But Booker Moon and double MST, and then we got the traps, which I got 16 of them. Yes, it is a stun deck. Most of the stun decks will have 14, 15 monsters, and like a huge shitload of trap cards. So 3 skill drain, and then the Solemn, a Warning and Judgment, 2 Torrentials, that's really good in this deck, and then 2 Starlight Road, you gotta have it in this deck, man. I mean, I cannot tell you how many times your opponent goes Heavy Storm or Dark Hole when you have like a good feel, or, I mean, the Dark Hole doesn't hurt this deck that much, but Heavy Storm definitely hurts this deck that much, because you're like literally running like 25 cards that's, sorry, you're literally running, like half the deck where you have to set cards. So yeah, basically it's important. And then you have 2 Bottomless, 2 Mirror Force, and 2 Rush Rhino. I actually took one out just to put this to kind of test it out. But you can obviously put in a third Rush. Sorry, not Rush Rhino. Horn of the Phantom Beast. Okay, that was embarrassing. But yeah, so TG1EM1 or whatever it's called. Basically, it's a creature swap with TGs, and it's not really a neg one. It's kind of, I guess, because you control, because it says you select one monster and your opponent controls one. Sorry, select one monster your opponent controls and one face-up TG monster you control. Well, the benefit of this over creature swap is because you can select whatever monster you wish to, I guess, switch. So that's kind of the reason why I put it in. And I do play this deck for fun, so I'm not playing this in real life and trying to win tournaments with it. But I do expect a lot of people to play this at locals, because it is actually a very cheap deck to build, because everything here basically common. I think Saber-Tooth Tiger is an ultra rare, I think. I'm not sure, but all these cards are pretty cheap. Like Werewolf is like 30 cents, it says here, and the Rush Rhino is 50 cents, and the TG Striker is $1, and the Barbaros is like less than $1 each. And yeah, so let's see. Synchros, I have the level 8 synchro. Well, I should have 2 Stardust, but I have 1 Stardust, 1 Colossal, 1 Gaia Knight, 1 Catastor, 1 Android, and 1 T.G Wonder Magician. I don't think I've ever used this card in a duel. Okay, so the effect is when it's synchro summon, select 1 spell trap card on the field and destroy it. When this card on the field is destroyed, draw a card. During your opponent's main phase, you can synchro summon using this face-up card you control as a synchro material monster. Actually, it's a really good card, but I do remember that I think there was a situation where I played Catastor over this. I can't remember why. I think it was because they had lower attack. I'm not sure, but I actually never used this card before. So whatever. It does look like a pretty cheap card. It's like $4, so whatever. It's looks pretty cool, and you get to draw a card when you destroy a Spark Trap card. So that's pretty nice. Let's see. So, your let's see XYZ. It's kind of really standard. Nothing really to talk about. I don't really go into XYZ that much. Mainly go into level 4s and 5s for synchros. But your rank 4 and your rank 3 exceeds don't really go for that much because I do want to get the pluses off of the TG's. Off the TG search itself. So definitely do be careful when you go for Exceed because you actually can go neg a lot because I'd rather just have 2 TG Warwolves instead of like Leviathan Dragon. That's just how I feel. I'd rather get pluses and just grind the game out with skill drain, you know. And yeah, so that's pretty much the deck, and there's also other cards like not this card, like Deep Prison, Compulsories, and actually Silver Calcos. I thought of playing this deck, playing this card in this deck, but then I thought it's actually not the best choice, even though it does give 500 attack to all your monsters, and it has the while you control 2 or more face-up attack position monster, your opponent cannot target the lowest attacking monster, and it says. You can destroy all special summon monsters you control, which is actually pretty good if you like get Striker and you play Silver Calcos and you get to use Striker's effect. I don't know, like there's small combos with it. And then I think let's see. So like the thing is you can't special summon from your extra deck. That was the only reason why I didn't put it in, but it's definitely a good card. I do play it. Well, it's kind of like in the same situation as with Rockstun. I used to think that, okay, I should play this over like Solidarity, but then I thought, you know what, it's like it really depends on what you think is right or what you want to play, because there's like so many different variations and I guess different scenarios in which this card could be better. But yeah, so definitely try using like Silver Calcos. Even put in a couple copies of Creature Swap. I think the thing with Creature Swap is people feel like in a format where there's so much swarming, you don't get to have a choice, and if you don't get to have a choice, it's kind of like, what's the point? If you play against Mermels and they have Undyne and you have like a werewolf and you play Creature Swap, I mean, you get their Undyne, or like it's useless, right? So do consider running multiple copies if you're playing like, I don't know, a deck that doesn't swarm a lot or something. But yeah, so I don't think I have like a lot of extra cards I want to talk about with this deck, but this deck is I don't want to say boring, but it's pretty repetitive. It's just like any stun deck. Kind of just play your monsters, set 5, go ahead, and you kind of just grind the game out. But it's a good deck overall, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you go check out the full deck list if you want to down below, and make sure you leave a comment down below if you like this video, thumbs this video up, and subscribe. Okay guys, peace out.